G'day and welcome back to the channel. This is day 2 or part 3 of the Rylstone Classic 2023. Well folks, good morning. Time is 10 to 9. We are just getting set up. We are checking out the minis, making sure they're all good, ready to rock and roll. You got the Troopy behind us and the Hilux doing the usual checks. We're gonna finish getting set up and then we're gonna hit the road and then meet the guys in town for the presentation and then head on off to do a couple hot laps at Bathurst. So, this nice little cottage we found last night. Absolutely amazing little homestead. So we've got sleeping quarters over here and we've got the little house over here. We'll do a quick little tour before we get going. Big table, all sat around there for a couple of drinks last night. This guy drinking his barbecue sauce.
Yeah, liquid breakfast.
Nice little kitchen. So, got the outhouse just here. That's a dunny for those who don't know. There's another one there. Beautiful bit of the world. A couple of horses down the back. Nice little property. Just a nice little house. Absolutely gorgeous. So I think we hit the jackpot this year when we decided to book this place. So let's get cracking and then we'll see you guys when we get to the meet in at Rylstone. Alright folks, we're back on the road. Day 2 of the Rylstone Classic. We're heading off into Rylstone to do the meet. Today's weather is beautiful live.
Who was that guy that did that?
On the fruiterer.
On the fruiterer. Yeah, right.
So we have an amazing day ahead of us. Amazing day of driving, scenery.
Yeah.
We're going to go right up in the main street with the other 100 minis that are there, if not more. Then we're going to make our way out to Bathurst. We're going to do a couple of laps around Mount Panorama. And then we're going to leg it on home. Welcome. We are here. We're in the street parade. We're going to go around in a minute. We're going to have a quick chat to everyone. Try and get some interviews. Speaking of interviews, mate, what is it you drive?
I drive a Troopy.
A Troopy.
A Troopy.
And what do you enjoy most about the Rylstone Classic?
We're all here together, having fun, I think. And, you know, it's cars, it's friendship, it's music, blue skies.
What more can you honestly ask for?
Another coffee?
Yeah, mate, let's go get them. We are gathered here today to celebrate the Rylstone Classic for 2023. We are in the main street and we have this place absolutely chock-a-blocked from top to bottom, completely full of classic vintage cars. And this is about celebrating not just minis, not just a meet. It's about celebrating the Rylstone Classic. And what is the Rylstone Classic? We will find out soon. But in the meantime, we are going to be interrupted by a car. We're going to go for a walk down the main street, see if we can get some interviews with people and talk to them what the Rylstone Classic actually means to them. But to me, it's friendship, it's family, and it's a good time. So one of the really cool things, you know, about a rally is having the rally drivers' names on there as well. And it's a really cool idea. If you haven't already, get yourself a set of stickers for next year. It's just a really cool thing to have, to be part of the team. Hey mate.
You doing alright?
Good, pretty good. Can't complain. And as I said yesterday, it's all about the different makes and models here. Like everyone's car is completely different. Some are completely stock. You know, we've got an old girl just here. There's cars as far as the eye can see, left and right, all over there. And it's open to all participants, which is a really cool thing. You know, everyone likes to show off their pride and joy, you know, the things that they spent their money on. And it's a once-a-year event. I think from memory, they said that we have about 40 packages left over, which means we have about 170 people, or at least 170 cars. So this one here is Evan's car. He's the director and the founder of the Rylstone Classic. He recently just got this thing back on the road after she had a bit of a love tap in the bum, so had to get some work done to it. But it is an awesome colour. You've got the support vehicle, which of course has the capacity to hold 3 cable ties and an espresso in the trunk of it. This thing is really cool. The fact that it's been chopped, you literally jukes a hazard every single time you go to get in it, which is really cool. So this old E-Type Jag, I think, excuse me, the E-Type Jag, I believe it is. This thing is really cool. I believe from what we were talking about last night, could be a V12 or a straight 6, not entirely sure. But either way, she's pretty cool. And the Mokes as well. Really cool, quirky cars. Obviously one thing about it is you're open to the elements, whereas, you know, in a Mini, you have a little bit more enclosure, I guess. The street is lined with people just sitting around having a good old chin wag. One of the cool things about vans I love is this little pop top at the top. This little flap, just to let that little bit of air out. This guy's clearly got the right intentions. He got 3 spare tyres. How good is that? I love a van. They are slightly longer than a standard Mini. And
Film crew.
we have
Coffee guy.
That's your espresso. Mine's got the large, long black on it.
that'll be mine.
That's
Yep.
your latte.
And merci beaucoup, as they say.
Your plate, mate.
So this one here looks like Rowan's car. We thought it was actually the other day, and we pulled up to try and say g'day, and we realised pretty quick, hang on, that's not Rowan. But it's a cool car. We'll come back and we'll have a look at that. So this little thing, apparently he made the cylinder head himself and makes like 190 horsepower, kilowatts, I think, at the wheels. So it's some serious bit of gear. It'd be cool to try and have a chat with him, but I definitely know that he made the cylinder head. Wicked interior. This is my mate Knox. His vehicle, I stopped and helped him last year because he had broken down. So let's just quickly come down here and have a quick look at this Volvo. One thing that they give you as part of the package is a sticker that goes across the windscreen. So this one here, if you have a look, it goes all the way across, and it just shows, you know, the sponsor and what we're doing. And every year the sticker's different. Obviously the year changes, but last year it was black, and you know, it's just a really nice bit of gear to know that even if you don't have everything showing that you're a classic Mini owner, that you've got this sticker on the bonnet, or sorry, the windscreen, to show that you're part of the crew. So if you get lost, you know where to go and who to follow, which is the most important thing, because a lot of the time as well, you find when you do this rally, the maps don't always work. Oh, we got a couple of stragglers just here. Here we go. Oh yeah. Sweet. So let's keep walking up and let's have a look at some of the other cars. So like I said before, is you see all different cars of different shapes and sizes, models. You know, this thing looks fairly similar to the original interior that Grace used to have. The same brown, the same style seats, I believe, from what I can see. And it's even got the radio fitted to it, so that's really cool to see. It's something you don't often see in a classic Mini. So that one was a little bit more updated than mine. I'd probably say it's probably a later model, but really cool bit of gear to be able to properly see in a classic car. And this meet happens every Sunday after, well, sorry, the second day after the Rylstone Classic. So on the Sunday, we do this, and then we run a presentation as well. So we'll hopefully try and get there in time for that. It should be fine. I think we're pretty close to it. But like, look at this thing. This is just next level. I don't know what this guy's running, what he's got, but he's got a serious setup in the back. A roll cage, he's got a heap of sound system that's just next level. So I'll definitely race this guy. So if you're in the comments, mate, let's race. Just give me a head start for about 10 minutes and then we'll call it quits. But mate, like the effort that goes into cars, and as I said, like the Rylstone Classic isn't just about classic Minis, it's about, you know, the cars that you bring to it. And that's the thing about cars, is that when you modify a car, you modify it to suit you. Like this dash, for instance, look at this, how clean is that? All the switches, the dials, the gauges, everyone's idea of a car is different. And what you do to it is your own personalised thing. Sounds like the presentation's happening, so let's head up and have a look.
Matt, come on down. Well done, chop top right in front of me. He's won it by a country mile. So thanks to the good folk of Shannon's Insurance, Matt takes away a beautiful Shannon's cap and a little tiny steering wheel, just probably bigger than the steering wheel in the car itself. Okay, on to our second award. It's the outright observation challenge winner. So, which is that one down the end there. Yep. This is, we've really dabbled with the formula over the last few years. We've gone uber cryptic. Sometimes we've made it really simple, and this year was a nice mix, I think. We enjoyed setting the course, and two people that enjoyed filling in the answers mostly correctly were Hayden Bond and Claire Welsh. So well done, you've taken home the biggies. They only got 2 wrong, so that's and apparently we took that question out, so somehow you've blitzed it, well done. There are a couple of other notable entries as well, so yeah, well done for everyone for having a good crack at it.
Oh, sorry, I'll photo.
Well done, guys. We might break into a raffle draw. We have another framed print this year by well-renowned local artist Evan Redmond. Does a really good job on the tools. But the winner of our raffle, and thanks very much everyone for buying tickets. This man bought tickets with intent, and it's actually on our random draw come away with the win. It's Phil Beebe. So here he is.
Buy that, Vinny.
We got your bank details, mate, so you did.
So this is where they present the awards that they run every single year.
Well done, mate. The next award is our, what we call the Rylstone Cup. It's the Spirit Award, and this came along a few years ago, and it's really about recognising people behind the scenes, and I've been proud to award that to people like Duncan and Roger here over the years, Colin Goodwin, who's never missed the Rylstone Classic and he's lingering around somewhere, And it's one of the awards I really enjoy giving out. And this year we wouldn't have been in the same shape as we've all presented without this man's support. He's dug deep. He's contributed our grill plaques and our windscreen stickers. So Mark Greentree, come forward and take home the Rylstone Cup. Well done, mate. He also sold about 1.5 million stubby holders last night, so...
Good work. Stubby holder is something I want to try and get my hands on, if there's any left. You can never have too many stubby coolers.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it, mate.
Well done.
He says he's got 30 stubby holders left to sell, so... and honestly, that's what I love. Every year, it seems that a new face comes up to me around about this stage of the event and says, what can I do to help? And that's how we just keep getting bigger. 215 entries this year, almost 400 people. It's not bad from back in 2011 when we had a handful. We were probably still drunk, actually, by this stage of the day. But thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. All right, we move on. Now, this one's another award that folk tend not to want to win. It's the Busted Nut Award for those who've had a terrible day on the road but managed to carry on. We had, unfortunately, a few nominations this year. I've heard of alternators dying and wheels falling off and all the usual stuff that comes with driving a Mini. But this bloke had a head gasket fail about 30 minutes into the event, shot home in the car. I think he was towed the last kilometre by his wife, gave her a kiss on the cheek, jumped in the daily and highwayed it all the way through and met us at the Bayrami Hall. So, Kyan Balcom, you've won the Busted Nut Award. Well done, mate.
Well done. Good work, mate. Well done.
We'll see the car again next year, I'm sure, Kyan?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Our next award is something that came along a few years ago, and thanks to Roger and Duncan who put this award together. It's the Jeff Redmond Memorial Award. So mine and Callie's dad, who gave us this bug for old cars. And the award is about those who are storytellers. And Jeff, my dad, was much famed for sitting in front of those fireplaces and telling tall tales. And this bloke's been telling stories of a different nature. He's become a bit of a YouTube sensation, but you'll see him wandering around with cameras and crew and microphones. But Tomo's Tune-Ups is our Jeff Redmond Memorial Award winner for this year.
Thank you very much.
You've got a microphone too.
I do.
Yours is bigger.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Have a hat too.
Sweet.
Look like you might need
You
it.
hold that for me?
Sure.
Grab that.
Thank you.
Thanks. Well done, mate. Mate, appreciate it.
So make sure you get onto Tomo's channel. He's on YouTube, he's on Instagram, he's on all of the Facebook social things and whatnot. And he does some amazing stuff, instructional stuff, and works with the guys at Minisport in South Australia. So yeah, he's a top ambassador for Minisport as well. So thanks, Tomo, I appreciate it.
No worries. Thank you very much for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Alrighty,
means a lot.
which takes us to our final and outright award as we let the Sprite wander through. So this award is a combination of results in our observation challenge and also a bit of a fudge factor on the People's Choice Award. So you need to have participated in the observation challenge and got a couple of nominations. And this is, it's a real pleasure to give this outright award, which will see the winners off for a weekend in Port Stephens, thanks to the good folk of Caboodle Finance. And it's Andrew Griffiths and Nicole Griffiths.
Well done.
So you may have seen an awesome looking flip front Mini down, I think it's down the, where is it? Tucked away? Beautiful.
Down there somewhere.
So yeah, well done. You did really well in the observation challenge, and a lot of people want to take your car home, so you get a holiday.
And we'll just take your car. Excellent.
I think the place sleeps about 10, doesn't it, Kim? So some of the Rylstone crew will be coming with you. That's in the fine print. So.
Good work. Well done, everyone. Well done.
For the event, and it's absolutely great, and it's fantastic you turn on the weather. And there's a badge from our club to bolt onto one of your cars. We need to see it on there next year.
Thanks, fellas. I appreciate it.
That's it. Thank you. Thanks very much.
Great, well done.
Thanks, boys. I appreciate it.
Well done, and thank you for being part of it.
Thanks, fellas. Appreciate your support. Well, that brings us to the end of the presentation. So around about this time now, we jump in the cars and head over to Bathurst. So we've got absolutely cracking weather. If you're joining us, it's a pretty straight shot. There's no navigation guidance, but straight over to Bathurst, find yourself onto Mount Panorama. Again, there's no rules. Get out there and do some mild laps. Watch out for the local constabulary. They do like to run in opposite direction. But some of us we'll get up on top of the mountain, park up and have a walk along Skyline. So yeah, if you're interested, come along and join us for the Bathurst Plat. Other than that, we'll see you in 2024. Dates will be announced in the next few weeks. I've already booked my room, so I did that first before sharing the detail. But yeah, August 24 and 5 next year will be the 13th running of the Classic. So thanks everyone for coming, thanks for supporting us, and we'll see you next year.
So that's it. That's the presentation done. All right. All right. All right.
While I still have the floor, put your hands together for the red coats as well. I get to do the microphone bit, but they do all the hard work.
Well done, and thank you very much for not only a trophy, but an amazing year. And to be a part of this is always amazing, but to be recognised as a person of interest is, it means quite a lot to me. All right, so before we head off, we have a couple of things we need to do. We obviously didn't get around to filming everyone's cars, but one of the guys actually asked me if I can help him change a wheel over on his car. He had a bit of a blowout yesterday, which you guys would have seen in the last couple of shots of the episode. So we're just going to jack up his car. We're going to rotate his wheels front to back on the left-hand side, just that way it's not as vibrating, I guess. But also, he said this morning he checked the pressure and it was at 48, and we set it to about 50 yesterday. So it's only lost 2 psi in 12 or 14 hours, so it's pretty good. We should be right to send it, but yeah, he's definitely going to need another rim, because after I belted it a couple of times, it wasn't in the best shape, but it's still sealed. Look at this old girl. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So we'll go bolt this wheel on, jack it up, do the old switcheroo. Oh, someone's had a bit of a ding with Skippy, I reckon. Bolt the wheel on, and then we'll all just convoy all the way up to Bathurst. I think it's about an hour's drive. Is that right, Marcus?
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that. Yeah. Just fake it till you make it, they say.
That'll be alright. Rock hard when it's
So
done.
this is it. My pit crew is so efficient, and Andrew here has actually done the job. Literally done the job. Talk the wheels up, mate.
How to use it.
Don't know how to use it, mate.
That one
Easy.
anyway.
Easy.
How do you reset it? Do you just wind it down?
Yeah. So yeah.
I knew that, but
What do you go at?
So 120. So this is how efficient we are. We all team together
That's it, mate.
to get the job done. Who's got the socket? Let's get this done.
There you go.
it's done. All you got to do is the easy part.
That's it.
The easy part. The important part of doing up wheel nuts is using a torque wrench to make sure that they don't come undone. In this instance, we're setting it to 120.
What is all these noises? What is whining it? Good morning.
Job well done. I come here literally and everything's already done. Thanks, crew. Appreciate your help.
That's all done. Awesome.
So how'd that feel, Mr. Torby?
Oh, that felt good, especially that rattle gun.
Look at you. So that's it. We're now heading off to Bathurst for a quick lap. See the sights. Come on home. I can't thank the team at Rylstone enough. My crew, my man, everyone for being a part of this. It's amazing to be a part of a club and a journey to just go for a drive with people who have similar interests to us. You don't have to be a car lover, you'll just enjoy driving. You know, and the good thing about it is the prep that leads up to this. It's quite often the journey is the experience, not just the destination. So let's get some footage, let's head on out to Bathurst, do some laps, and we'll call it a day. So folks, we are at the final leg of our destination, Mount Panorama, Bathurst, New South Wales. It has been a hell of a journey, and as you can see, there's cars coming down left, right and centre. It is, funny enough, a public road, which means you can drive there any day of the year. You can go the normal way, or hell, you can go backwards if you wanted to. A lot of people run around this place. They walk it, they use it as a form of exercise, because it's not until you actually come over here, until you realise how steep some of these inclines are, and just coming down Grace then, in through the Chase, through Skyline and all that, it gives you a really good understanding as to how fast these V8 supercar drivers actually travel along this course. I think we'll probably maybe doing about 60, maybe a little bit quicker. It felt like I was about to flip, and I really don't know how it is that people do it on not only motorbikes, but also in classic minis and V8 supercars. Such a cool thing about being here, we get to see all the cars, the bikes, the people, everything that come down here. So if you haven't, make sure you check it out. If you're in New South Wales and you're heading west, come and see Bathurst. It is an amazing, amazing sight. And I think today we've actually got a Skyline car show on, because there's a couple of R32, 33s, even 34s kicking around today. So it's really cool. But yeah, folks, this is the last chapter of the Rylstone Classic meeting here. And I could not have done it without my crew. We've got my father-in-law, Michael. We got Andrew and his wife, Ellie. Of course, my cameraman, my mate, Marcus. And good old trusty Grace. I cannot thank you guys enough. The sponsors, Minisport, Penrith City Tyres and Automotive, and everyone that's been involved to help me make this journey. This year, we were actually talking in the car, and it feels like this year compared to last, we weren't just doing a journey for ourselves, we were doing a journey with others. We were actually part of it. We weren't just doing our own trip, we actually had people here helping support us and actually followed someone, which was quite nice, instead of just finding your own way. But to make this event possible, Evan and the crew from the Rylstone Classic, thank you very much for the experience. I hope you guys are enjoying the 3 little mini part series to be able to get here to finish up the Rylstone Classic. So we're going to go do a couple of laps. We're just going to soak in the sights, and then one more interview with the man himself, Evan, before we wrap up the episode. So I'm joined here with Evan, the director and the founder of the Rylstone Classic. Mate, thank you very much for the invitation and the award. Cheers. So what is the Rylstone Classic exactly?
Yeah, look, the Rylstone Classic is really just a collection of friends. And now, 10, 12 years on from when we started, we have around about 400 friends. So this all started about 20 years ago when I used to come here to the Globe with my dad.
Okay. Yep.
Used to do a father-son weekend in the old MGs.
Yep.
And when I got my car, my Mini, about 13 years ago, I planned to run in the Hunter Valley, and we ended up at Wallenby late afternoon having a beer, and thought, wouldn't it be great if we could stick around and have a beer?
Yeah.
And I thought, hang on, I know a nice little pub out on the end of some beautiful roads. And so yeah, we kicked off, had a few people join us, and now people tell their friends, and yeah, look around.
Every year it just grows. Yeah. So what does the Rylstone Classic mean to you? Like everyone's, view on this, what is exactly yours? What do you think it's all about?
Look, I think that the fact that we call it a pretend rally, we don't take ourselves too seriously. Over the years, we've added things like, our team will wear these red jackets and everyone gets name tags. So it's got that like real rally feel, but there's no pressure, and it's just good fun. And that's probably the thing that excites me every year, that it's really relaxed, and you never know what's going to turn up. And as you know, no two minis are the same.
Correct.
And that's part of the joy of the weekend, is looking and seeing new cars come out of the woodwork. So yeah.
I think I was just saying earlier that to me it's family, friends, and just having a good time. Yep. And just getting people together, and it's not just for minis, it's for anything and everything, and building this community together to achieve something of just having fun. Well done, mate. Well done.
No, I appreciate it,
mate.
Thanks for coming.
No dramas, mate. Thanks for having us, and we'll see you right here, guys, on another episode of Tomo's Tune-Ups.
So that's a wrap.
better than the railgun.